Alright, well, I've just arrived at my dad's house. I got a headphone in. Maybe that's actually going to mess with my audio. I didn't even think about that. But I'm going to be blowing the roof off and pressure washing today. We'll see how that goes. Hey, buddy. Hi, no, don't jump, don't jump, don't jump. Hi. Yeah, you're a good girl. It's so good to see you. It's so good to see you. You precious. You gonna go in there? Why? Why are you going in there? Because I'm going in here? Yeah, you stay up. You stay there. There's the light switch. There's the battery charger. Cobalt. You got DeWalt. DeWalt. Full battery. Oh yeah, I don't have very much room on my phone left. Apparently, I need to clear off some memory. So I do a lot of recording, like songs and stuff on here with my phone, but then I transfer it over. And you know what? I might not have deleted it, but I probably just forgot to delete the footage. That's not cool. Wonder what happened here. Rally around the flag, boys, we'll rally once again. Rally for the battle cry of freedom. I think I'm supposed to bury it. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to look up the flag code. But this is definitely disrespectful to have all this torn up and laying on the ground like that. Figure out what to do with this. My dad put this fence in when he bought the property. Before they just had, gotta be careful. I like that rock there. When he first got it, there's just these. It was like going just this one little chunk. That was the corner. There's a gate there. She said not to worry about this face or the inside face over there. He just wants this, the sides that are facing the. Wants this that's facing the neighbor and the front facing the street done. There's a tear that I found when I was cleaning the roof. Let's check the gas. So I'm definitely gonna have to refill that a couple times. What about the oil? You know, that's not gonna be super accurate because I was just rolling it around. Looks like that's empty. I have more. So yeah, definitely I need to look up which of these. I think this is soap. I'll look it up. White's already on it. Is this like, yeah, quick release? That one's been sitting on there for a while. But I want to say this one is the highest pressure one, which is why it's red. Looks like this fan's 15 degrees. Does that one say 0? Say 0 degrees. 40. This one doesn't have anything on it. This is a good spot for some snakes to be hanging out, I would say. That's pretty cool, pretty exciting. Is that, where's the secret going? You ever use this? It's just trapped in here. I'm guessing it's this over here. Where are we going? What are we doing? What is this for? Is he using this for something? simple and clean. It's the way that... Hey, neighbor. Nope, just sitting here. Just sitting here. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. Well, no, I definitely want that filter in there. Definitely want that screen in there. Oh, get back in there, screen. Whoop. Whoopsies. Looks like I went too much the other way. Okay. Now what you do right here, you just gotta tighten that on. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Unless it's European. It's a European thread, like a saw blade. Certain saw blades go on in opposite direction or whatever because of the rotation of the blade itself would cause the screws to come loose or whatever. Okay, I deleted stuff and it didn't actually give me much more space. So there should be a blue. I got the gas, but there should be like a no, there it is. So as I was about to put this bleach stuff in, got a phone call, but anyways, I was about to put this, it's not bleach, what am I talking about? This cleaner here. Oop. I noticed it says gotta dilute it. Yep. You can see here where that's new versus the old here. I helped replace this flashing up here. My dad did this one and put this little rain guard here. Seems to be working. But take a quick look around, clear this thing, get basically a before and after. What we're looking at here for dirty roof. Just don't want any sort of water damage from the debris buildup. I'll just set this down and broom. Sweet broom. I'll broom it. So yeah, I just found out that my phone had invisible backups. That's what it was that was keeping it from being able to record as much as I was wanting to. So I just cleared out those invisible backups. So I should be able to actually make a pretty decent little vlog here. I don't know how much of that's going to be caked in. This solution here is going to start turning into a problem of its own with the way everything's getting caked in. I just don't think that that's good for the roof there. Definitely better than it was. That was just wide open when I found this damage. Hey, Evie. Hey, Evie. Good chunk of stuff. Good chunk of stuff trapped under there. Need to get that off. I accidentally wasn't thinking about it, and I blew all that over the and then I just saw this. It just needs a nail. Some lunch. I got some chicken and dumplings, and I think okra that is left over from Friday. Been in the fridge the whole time. So the battery's almost dead on this. It's got one tick left. And then I'm gonna head down and grab the, put it on the charger. And take another look at the pressure washer. Probably should have done this first. I should have started here, because that's the next layer down and that's the next layer down. I think I just created more work for myself without thinking about it until just now. Because I'm gonna have to blow this down this incline. I see you. I see you, neighbor dog. I see you, Evie. You're a good girl. Yeah. That seems to be holding up, but you definitely can. All where it's like caked up there is where we replaced all the way across. You can't really, you can tell that, but you can't really tell down here what's old versus what's new. Which is good, I think, right? You want it to blend. I don't actually want to put too much pressure on this. When you walk away, you don't hear me say, Evie, don't go. No, Evie hears me say that every time. Every time Evie walks away from me, I tell her don't go. Oh. Pops only asked me to pressure wash one part, but I would like to go ahead and just do the whole thing. It just might not be in one sitting. But he's out of town for a couple more days, so maybe I can get this whole thing pressure washed by the time he gets back. That'd be kind of cool. Might take a couple days. Woke up around 7:30 or 8. Went and made my coffee. Had my daily devotional. Today was, what was it? Man, Be Good. And it was, I'd have to pull it up. I'm gonna say it was Corinthians. But I was reading some of Corinthians of Paul's work as well, where he said, I became all things to all people. I thought that's an interesting thing, because without really thinking about that, I used to say I wanted to be an octopus, and my logic was that I wanted to put tentacles in everything, have a little bit of knowledge on a lot of stuff. That way, no matter who I talk to, I'd have a way to engage with them, and try to be a friend to everybody if possible. And I feel like I kind of lost my way there a little bit, in the sense, for a lot of reasons really, but I learned some bad habits. I worked for the post office, and while I was there, they taught us, that every second matters. You guys playing? Yeah, the post office taught me how important time management was, down to like a few seconds here and there can add up throughout the day. So, gotta get on this ladder here. But I've got stuff in both my hands. Who even needs hands for a ladder, right? So I was taught things like, don't ask people how their day is, right? If someone says, hey, how you doing? You don't respond, fine, how are you? Or good, how are you? Or whatever, you don't say. You just say good. And then tell them to have a great day. You know, you don't, because the thought process was if you ask how the day is, you're implying that you want to hear what they have to say. There's no time. You don't have time to hear what they have to say. I got in trouble a lot for being too slow because I would talk to anybody that wanted to talk. You know, my thought process was if someone is that desperate for a conversation, they're coming out to talk to the mailman, they need a friend. Oh yeah, wanting to be friends with a lot of people. Now it's not, you know, maybe friends is the wrong word, but there's a, what's broken? Oh, and a dime. Oh, there's a dime, heads up. 2006. And we've got, in fact, I'm gonna drink something that's NOS. That's real NOS, actually, I'd say. This NOS is NOS. Let's see if, there's my sister. And this looks like my leftovers. Yep, that's them. I got some teeth work done. Yeah, yesterday. Which is why I didn't do this yesterday. I was going to. Let's do 2 minutes. Hopefully that works. I was going to do pressure washing and stuff yesterday, and after the dentist, with my whole face being numb, I actually felt queasy, maybe from the medicine, I'm not sure. Maybe it was a reaction to it. Swallowing a bunch of crud. They said they put a bunch of fluoride in my tooth in order to help clean out the cavity, because the root of it was infected, and they said that it was going to, I need to look at the camera, not at me. They said the root of my tooth was going to cause infection in other teeth, and so they packed it full of fluoride, which I find pretty wild, but like, you know, whatever. I guess I got a bunch of fluoride in me. I guess that's to make up for all the time I didn't put fluoride in myself, you know, because I drink filtered water. I mean, there's still trace amounts of it. There's no real not doing that. It's calcifying the pineal gland. Everything physical is representative of the spiritual, right? That's what Plato's cave is about, is how you're looking at the shadow on a wall, and those shadows they're shadows of something real, right? So everything around, this is all shadows of something real. So the same way that there's your brain and its neural pathways, all of that is also reflective of something spiritual. Don't think too hard about it. It's not what it's all. That's not what life's about. It's not about finding all the answers. That's Gnosticism. If you feel like you have to become enlightened, or that you can find some sort of secret, hidden, esoteric knowledge that grants you salvation. But no, there is no such thing. You know, in fact, it's not esoteric at all. It's extremely common knowledge in the current year. Not across the globe, though. You know, I think a lot more people... Maybe I should rephrase that. Jesus Christ is the only salvation, the only road to heaven. And, fork. There's no forks in the forks drawer. Ooh, no forks in the fork, unless... Yeah, no forks in the forks drawer. So we're over here to try and find a a fork, but it looks like there's no forks in the dishwasher. I don't even know these. I think these are clean. Dude, is there not anywhere to do? That was wacky. Is there no forks? I don't have forks. There's the. Is there another drawer with forks in it? Why would there not be forks? Why would you have so many spoons and stuff in your silverware but no forks? I would just expect them to all be laying around dirty if this is the case, but no, there's not even forks. It's not even dirty forks that I could clean. We got plastic. There's a plastic fork, I guess. Here, this is like, I guess this is a fork. I guess that's a fork. I don't think that counts though. That's crazy. Is there like some hidden fork location? There's a fork. I was reading this. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. It's yeah, I don't know. We'll get into it at some point. I wound up using this. Oh, it's going to take forever to eat. Great news. Great news. I found a fork. I have a fork. Boop. A fork. A full-size fork. And it was because it's right here. Here. Boom. Look at that. A third story. I didn't even notice that at all when I was complaining about it earlier. Boom. There it is. Look, every single fork. Every fork you could ever ask for. So there we go. Fork disaster averted. So I finished eating, I took the trash out, and now I need to charge my phone. I didn't realize that it was dying. Wasn't paying that much attention. So the battery is still charging for the leaf blower. Okay, so here's what's going on before I have to go put my phone back on the charger. Boom, we've got a bucket with water. We've got funnel. We've got this says 25 ounces per gallon of water, which is 1 in 5. Otherwise, it's 6 ounces per gallon of water. Couldn't find a pitch or any sort of measuring stuff. I looked around for a while, and I figure if I just mix it, you know, we're just looking for 6 ounces per gallon. So it's because the tolerance range is between 1 part per 20 and 1 part per 5. That's a huge, you know, anywhere between 6 ounces per gallon and 25 ounces per gallon. So there's so much leniency here. Gonna go like that. We're gonna say that's it. Let's do it a little bit. Let's go like that. Boom. There. So it's either, there's no way that's, it might not even be 6 ounces, man. There we go. Major diluted. Okay, and then I'll leave that. I'll leave this over here to refill, because we're gonna wind up having to refill it. Still charging. Well, I'm gonna have to just come back tomorrow and use a different pressure washer. Thankfully, my buddy has one that I can use. Since I shut off the phone, I went over, cranked it up. I should have recorded, but you know, I needed to charge my phone, so I threw my phone on the charger. I was like, well, I'll just do a little bit and then I'll come back in 20 minutes or so and film a little bit. But actually, I don't even know if it's been a half hour since I didn't really pay attention to, I haven't really been paying attention to how long any of this has been. We have the culprit. Water hose, boom, full pressure to here, right? You saw me hook it up earlier. Then we turn this bad boy on. We got our Yeah, so it instantly kills all the pressure. Well, that explains that. Hey, spider. It's probably freaking out. What's going on? What's going on? I'm gonna get back on the roof, finish up blowing the roof off. Very unfortunate. Just put some gas in that too. We can grab this bad boy and actually get to it now. That cave, there's like a cable. That one right there. I don't know if you can see it. That needs to be cleaned up. That's no good. Yeah, there. I don't know. It's right in there. You know, I think there's actually a smudge on the camera. I'm just now noticing. Okay, I think that's gonna be it. Get all this down there, and guess we'll wrap up for the day. Unfortunately, we didn't get to pressure wash. The roof was a secondary thing that I figured I would do because it needed to be done. But I didn't vlog it, so. Bless me and bless you. That's nice. Good job, Dad. Man, yeah, that's there. I'm gonna take this gas tank with me. That's my spare tire. Here's some cool license plates. I found these the other day. I thought those were pretty cool. You know, maybe do one of those. It might be cheesy, I guess, because it's typical, but like in a garage across the put different license plates. I know it's not like our original idea, but it's fun, especially if they're actual vintage license plates that I can come across. You know, because I've still got all my old ones from all my cars. Okay, so I think that's everything. Let me go say goodbye to Evie. Hey, girl. Hey, I'm leaving. Yep, it was really good to see you. Yep, you're a good pup. I'll see you later. You got water? Oh, it's over here. Oh, I see, you got your toy. Here, let me get you some water. Gonna have to put that carpet in. That carpet's just there as a placeholder. Need to go clean up some of that brush back there. Oh yeah, I need to sweep that off. Not actually done. There, yep, that. Oh yeah, here's a water pump. This place got flooded. It's got 2 push brooms. This place got flooded. Geez, it's probably like a year ago now. Because it's in like his house is at the bottom of the hill. I'm thinking I'll push it all to that side. Came into this up high enough that whenever he opened the door to let the dog out, it flooded into the downstairs there. So that's pretty significant amount, I would say. Hey. But yeah, so now he's got this water pump. It's a good little backyard. Very peaceful. Speaking of floods, I guess we could talk about the Noah's Ark. Is that Mount Carmel or something? No, I don't remember the name of it. Mount Ararat? Is that it? Mount Ararat? But either way, it's over in Turkey, on the border, I believe, of Iran and Turkey. Is supposedly where the Ark, Noah's Ark, landed after the 40 days and 40 nights of rain. I think it was even long. I think, if memory serves, it rained for 40 days and 40 nights, but they sent out the birds to determine when they could actually make landfall and then settled on top of what was a mountain. And now they were doing seismographs. I think that's what it's called. Basically sonar. Underground sonar in a way. On a layman. I don't know. But yeah, they're doing seismic scans of it. And looks like it might have passageway and other features of an internal structure that would be internals and if I'm not mistaken, it wasn't a boat like for sailing. Pretty sure the instructions, because it had nobody had done it in watercraft before. Cubits, 30 cubits, or whatever they call it. But because of not having standard, I was talking the other day about not having standard measurements. Standard measurements are fairly new. That's the whole metric system, or even the imperial system, even. Feetsies, inches. That's imperial. The imperial system. And so let me grab that down here. No. Instead of that, hey girl. Instead of that, I'm gonna do this method here. We'll just do that, and then that's it. I don't think I can get a good angle to show you my method here, but it's implied. Captain's log. Start date 5526. To be more specific, I think it would be Captain's log 15275526, and so on. No, I think they did it by season and episode, and then the date that they wrote it. I don't remember off the top of my head how they came up with the star dates. My dad's bird feeders, and then this is a squirrel guard. We cleaned off that, put everything back kind of how it was. Think you're quick? Think you're so quick? Think you're so quick? Okay, you are. You're quick. You're a quick one. Got it. Oh. I wonder what her thought process is with me throwing it. Is she like, wow, what a butterfingers? Like, I'm playing keep away over here, and the dude can't even hold a stick. He just loses it. It's right here. Can't think the last time we played, so now I gotta win. I gotta win the fight. What's that sound? Who's barking? I love you. Turn off the light, that'd be good. It's over here. No. Oh, it's this light switch. Yeah.